we're coming to a point in human history where statism, I think, is coming to an end because people are waking up to its true nature. Human productivity, prosperity, that the government can never stop, is going to empower us to see past the paradigm of statism. It's a message of empowerment. It's a message of celebrating the divinity in every human being, the inalienable rights that we all enjoy.
I could come down to the conclusion very simply, freedom is popular. People, it's not my message, it's a message of America.
Zen libertarianism, to me, is something that has allowed me to really fully appreciate the epicness of every moment that I am fortunate enough to enjoy on this planet. If you really understand the physics of reality, the fact that every cell in our body is replaced every 7 years, that at the atomic level there is no such thing as matter as much as there is waves of energy that matter is composed of, and of arranging the molecules in your brain to engage in the rest of the world, to be a part of the universe, to enjoy the experience that it is to be a spinning wave of energy, a spiral of light that we are as human beings. America, you still consist of nothing but free, beautiful, independent human beings, capable of being the alphas of your own lives. The truth is empowering and sets you free. And there is no such thing as government. You can see it for what it is. There's not a police officer, it's just a man in a blue costume with a gun. And the guy in the courtroom isn't a judge who has some superior moral claim to your life. He's just a guy in a black robe. And you're able to see the matrix. You're able to wake up and see all of the code behind the language of society and the way that we think, and to be able to free your mind from that prison of fear and being able to step back and never be caught up in the fears of statism, to be afraid of losing your life, to never be afraid of dying because you come to accept its inevitability. That's Zen libertarianism.
At the end of the day, we all die. We're all going to die. No one gets out of here alive. And so what counts is what we do and who we are.
We really need to wake up, and we need to say, we're not going to use violence to enforce this. We're not going to use force to enforce this. We're going to settle this in a more civilized manner.
There isn't much chance of avoiding the quote-unquote hard landing that we've been discussing.
It is a precipice that some states have already plunged over, and that the federal government threatens to follow.
What can you do about it? It's the same thing that's been going on since the beginning of time. We have no power.
That's the other lie. The other lie is that these systems can't be wrecked. They can be wrecked simply by an individual saying no.
Let's be a man in America and a woman. All we gotta do is stand up and say no.
There will always be somebody who wants to be free and is willing to fight to defend that.
Human beings need to be free in order to achieve their full potential. Love is the core of this second American Revolution.
We do have the power. It would be startlingly easy to reverse all of this, is what people do not generally understand.
The elites in every case always believe they are invincible, and they never, ever are.
Regimes always fail, and it's only a matter of time before everything comes crumbling down and a new beginning happens.
Freedom and being free will always be there.
All we have to do is essentially refuse to play ball. You get enough people to do that and just refuse to go along. It doesn't involve a bloody revolution. And in fact, for this one to really truly be unique from revolutions in the past, it has to be that way.
And that's it. And it's up to us, guys. This is no joke.
Tyranny is the old idea. It's over and done with. We don't need more tyranny. Change this country, go back to our roots, decide that we want to live in a free country and not in a country rapidly drifting toward totalitarianism. We need to reverse the course.
I want you to imagine this. Imagine if every single soldier, sailor, airman, and Marine understood what you understand, knew what you know, felt what you feel about freedom. Imagine if they had that conviction in their hearts and in their minds and in their souls to be a warrior for liberty. Would you fear them anymore?
I'm letting go and releasing this medal because love is the most powerful force that we can employ as human beings on this planet. I don't want us to suffer this again, and I don't want our children to suffer this again. So I'm giving these back.
And it's been said that you should never doubt that a small group of people who have firm convictions can change the world, because that's the only way it's ever happened before.
It's a bright time, it's a hopeful time. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens because they are on the run. You know, we're on the march and the empire is on the run.
One drop of truth, as you know, is an antidote to an entire bucket of bull. But once your eyes are open, that's it. You're taking the red pill, and from that moment on, you are lost to the elites. They no longer have any power over your mind.
Ideas spread, they can't stop them. An idea whose time has come cannot be stopped by any army or any government.
In terms of resistance, say no every chance you get. Every chance you get, say no.